peeps? This is Dan here with Drywall Solutions, and today I'm going to show you how to tape some butt joints. We got an upper one, we have a lower one, and we have a ceiling one. They're all kind of different on how you go about starting it. I've been thinking about the thing, and the videos mostly you watch on YouTube here are, say, somebody like myself, an experienced drywall guy. We just come in here, we slap mud on the wall. You come to watch this video to learn something. Well, after 25 years, you kind of skip over the learning phase and we go into the production phase. We can't make no money if we're just lollygagging around. And so here's what the deal is. We're going to try to back up and we're going to slow down. And we're going to show you some things on how we're going to be taping this wall right here. And we're going to show you more of a beginner's standpoint on finishing drywall, because my version of finishing drywall and the beginning version of finishing drywall is a little different. So, but anyway, here we go. I'm going to start first by finishing the upper butt joint. Then we're going to hit a lower butt joint. We're going to hit a ceiling. Then we're going to do the flats, because you always do butts, flats, and then angles. And the reason why is because you always cross over the ends. But anyway, here we go, and hope you learned something from this one. Okay, y'all. I usually scoop out of the corner of the pan off here like this. This makes everything easier on me. You want to run a nice, put some mud on the wall there. I usually like to put it on for a beginner. Put the mud on. Smooth the mud down a little bit so it's smooth. If you see any paper, sheetrock paper, shining through your mud, like we have some right up here, put a little bit more mud on it. We want to make sure that we have enough mud that when you put the tape on, that it has a bonding agent, because think about what we're doing. We're gluing the tape to the sheetrock. So we want to make sure that we have enough glue on the wall, as you would say, to bond the tape correctly to the wall. And here we go. Make sure it's nice and smooth. Make sure it's nice and full. You can pretty much see the joint right there. Make sure you lay the tape right down the middle of the joint. Don't be in a hurry. Worry about doing a quality job. Don't worry about speed. If you plan on doing this for a living, speed will come with time. Make sure you do a quality job, and then you will learn to do a quality job faster. If you go in there and start butchering it, and leaving a bunch of boogers on the wall and doing nasty work, you'll just learn to do nasty work fast. So anyway, here we go. We're going to wipe it down. First, what we're going to do is at the top, up here, we're going to push up. And what this is going to do is it's going to bond the top of the tape. I usually do one side and then the other. And then push right up the middle. Not too hard. You're not putting a lot of pressure. Then come down one side of the tape. We wipe down the right side of the tape. Now we're going to wipe down the left side of the tape. We're not pushing very hard on the knife. You're not trying to kill it. All you're trying to do is just get rid of the edge on there. Now, what we do after we then wipe down the right and then we then wipe down the left, we want to go right down the middle, stand your knife up in about a 45-degree angle, and just go right down the middle. And you're not trying to kill it. If you see any edges or anything like that, you don't just any boogers or anything like that, clean it up. You know what I mean? Look around. How does that look? Does that look good? If it looks good, then move on to the next one. If it doesn't, you know what I mean? Take the boogers off of it. Don't leave the boogers on there, because that's just more stuff you have to deal with later. Anyway, we got the upper one taped, and you've seen how, make sure you do that little push thing at the top, because that's what kind of sticks the tape up there. Makes it stick so you can wipe down without pulling the tape down. So anyway, we're going to do the lower one now, and it's pretty much reverse. Instead of you wiping the top, you're going to be wiping the bottom. But anyway, here we go. Okay, y'all, we're down here on this lower butt joint now. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. Same thing as before. I kind of scoop out of the corner of the pan. And then what I do is I start, whatever your baseboard height is, that's, you know, you don't need to finish to the floor. You just need to be behind the baseboard. Big baseboard up here, you can stop up here. Small baseboard, you want to go down lower. I usually keep a couple inches off the floor. But anyway, we work the mud up. Make sure it's smooth, like before. Same way down here, make sure it's smooth. Make sure no paper is showing from the sheetrock. After we make sure that everything is good, apply our tape. I usually start at the top and work my way down. And then when you get down here, I stay, you know, like an inch or inch and a half or so, pull it in an angle. Now here's the trick. Down here at the bottom, you want to push down. Start 5, 6 inches, 8 inches up, something like that. Push down with your knife. And when you see the excess mud, that's getting behind the tape. Push down. Don't push into the floor. Now, go up one side. We went up the left side. Now we're going up the right side. Now we're going to go up the middle. I like to put my foot on it, like this. Put the tip of your toe against the tape. That way when you go to pull up like this, that you don't pull wrinkles into the tape. Now, look it over. Make sure, see, there's some trash. Pick up them couple boogers. There you go, how does it look? Everything looks pretty good. Now we're ready to move on to the next one. We're gonna hit the ceiling butt joint. Okay, y'all, now we've hit the upper butt joint. We've hit a lower butt joint. Now we're gonna do one on the ceiling. So, first thing we're gonna do is put our mud on, same thing as before, just kind of scoop out of the corner, not a full knife. Apply the mud to the butt joint. Then what we're gonna do is same thing as before. See that big gob of mud up there? That's what we want smoothing out. You don't want the big gob of mud up in the angle. Here we go. Make sure you wipe it down, make it smooth. Look it over. No paper is showing. We don't want no drywall paper showing through the mud. So then what we're going to do is apply our tape. I always like to lightly wipe down the middle. Now, on this one, we are going to wipe from the middle out to the ends. Now, I start on one side, do the other side, go the other way, wipe the left side, wipe the right side, wipe down the middle, wipe down the middle. And then what I do, and since I'm up in the corner, is I like to wipe crossways like this very lightly. All you're doing, when you're wiping this way and that way, all you're doing is removing the mud out of the corner. Now, stop, look, make sure that it does not have no boogers and that it's satisfactory to you. You don't want a bunch of boogers, as we said in the other ones, because that's just something you got to deal with later. I see a little line right there. I don't like it. I'm going to wipe it again. There you go. But you don't want to wipe. You don't want to press real hard. You'll wipe all the mud out, and then you'll have another problem. Light pressure. Remember, you're going to be doing this for 8 to 10 hours straight if you're doing productive work. You cannot be muscling it. It's got to be finesse. You're finessing it. But anyway, there's 3 butt joints, and upper, lower, and the ceiling. They're all a little different. And they're ran a little different ways and everything, but back when I started, nobody showed me. I just kind of learned on my own. But anyway, hope this helped you out. Like, share, subscribe, and we'll holler at you later.